A major surprise once again shakes the global entertainment world. Kim Taehyung, or better known by his stage name V of BTS, is confirmed to appear at Dodger Stadium, Los Angeles, on August 25th to throw the ceremonial first pitch. The immediate question that arises is, why can such a brief moment from a music star generate such overwhelming enthusiasm, to the point of becoming a global topic in just a matter of hours? This news is not just an ordinary entertainment agenda. V's presence at one of the most iconic baseball stadiums in the United States marks a unique meeting between the world of sports and the world of popular music, two cultural realms that often run parallel but rarely collide in such a grand way. The ceremonial first pitch in Major League Baseball (MLB) is not just a formality. It is a symbol of honor usually given to influential figures, public personalities, or celebrities with cross-border influence. With V chosen, a stadium usually filled with the roar of Dodgers fans will now tremble with the signature cheers of ARMY. This phenomenon also proves how powerful BTS's global network is. V, with his charisma and appeal, is not just a K-pop idol. He is a representation of South Korean culture that continues to transcend geographical boundaries. Pop culture observers note that moments like this are a form of soft power that further reinforce BTS's position as Korea's unofficial ambassadors on the international stage. When V stands in the middle of Dodgers Field with a ball in hand, the world will not only see a singer, but also a symbol of the Hallyu wave now rooted in the global cultural landscape. The enthusiasm of ARMY, the name for BTS's fans, was already visible long before the day of the event. Hashtags related to V and Dodger Stadium began dominating social media timelines immediately after the official announcement circulated. ARMY across the globe shared information, created countdowns, and some even planned to fly directly to Los Angeles to witness the historic moment. This phenomenon cannot be separated from the habits of BTS's global fandom, known to be solid, organized, and full of dedication. They are not just spectators but part of the show itself through digital support as well as physical presence at the venue. But what actually makes V's first pitch so highly anticipated? The answer lies in the combination of symbolism and expectation. The ceremonial first pitch is often seen as a ritual opening a game, rich with emotional meaning. When a major figure does it, the world's camera spotlights turn toward them. In V's context, the moment is not just a throw, but a statement that Korean pop music now stands equal to other global cultural icons who have received similar honors. The next question that arises is, will V bring his signature elements, gestures, smiles, or special surprises that will make the pitch more than just a sports ritual? Dodger Stadium itself is not an ordinary stage. With a capacity of more than 56,000 spectators, the stadium is known as one of the most prestigious baseball arenas in the world. From a historical perspective, the stadium has already witnessed many monumental moments in American sports. Now, with V's presence, the stadium will also be recorded in pop music history as the meeting point between a K-pop icon and a classic sports institution. This spectacle will enrich the global narrative of how modern pop culture continues to transcend traditional boundaries. Not a few entertainment analysts describe this step as a symbolic strategy. MLB is known to frequently feature prominent figures to attract audiences from various groups. By inviting V, the league indirectly opens the door to millions of BTS fans worldwide, who may not have been so familiar with baseball before. The impact is clear: increased exposure, a surge of media attention, and the blending of audiences from two different worlds. V, in this case, serves as a cross-cultural bridge. Meanwhile, for ARMY, August 25th is not just a date on the calendar but a small holiday. Many fans admit they have already prepared banners, merchandise, and even online watch party plans. This domino effect is even visible in the creative economy sector, from Dodger Stadium X V-themed graphic designs circulating on social media, to limited edition collectible items specifically created to commemorate the moment. It is undeniable, every step of V always leads to a significant fandom economic wave. For V himself, this first pitch will add to his cross-field portfolio of achievements. After being known as a singer with a distinctive baritone voice, an actor with natural acting skills, and a global fashion icon, now he adds the status of an honorary figure in sports. For an artist, this is another form of recognition of his contributions to the world of entertainment, even through a different channel. The interesting question is, will this open the way for larger collaborations between BTS or its members and the world of sports in the future? In the end, August 25th at Dodger Stadium is not just a baseball game. It is a symbolic stage where culture, sports, music, and fandom converge in one explosive point. Every camera directed at V, every army cheer that echoes, and every piece of news written about him will add one more proof that BTS and its members are a global phenomenon difficult to match. And for ARMY, that date is certainly more than just an agenda. It is a promise of encounter, a sacred moment, and a chance to see their idol carve history once again, this time, not on a concert stage but on a baseball field. Yet behind the cheers and enthusiasm that have already surged, a fundamental question must be asked. Is all this truly real, or merely a fabrication to attract public attention? When viral news spreads so quickly on TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, and entertainment portals, we need to pause and consider. To what extent can the validity of this information be accounted for? Is V really going to throw the first pitch at Dodger Stadium on August 25th? Or is this narrative merely a digital sensation born of fragments of speculation? Looking deeper, viral phenomena like this often follow the same pattern. A small leak circulates, then is reinforced with a short TikTok video, added to by opinions from popular Twitter accounts, and then amplified by YouTube channels that regularly discuss BTS. In the end, information that has not been verified turns into fact in many people's minds. The question is, are we, as readers and viewers, able to distinguish between facts and narratives that have been polished in such a way? We know BTS is a global phenomenon. Their name alone is enough to elevate a news item's traffic to the highest level. Thus, it is undeniable that many parties have an interest in turning any issue about BTS, including news of V's presence at Dodger Stadium, into a commodity. Is it possible that this news is just another form of sensationalism, produced for clicks, views, and social media interactions? If so, how can we ensure that ARMY is not being led to believe in something that is actually fragile in terms of evidence? Then let us reflect, what if V does appear at Dodger Stadium? Would that change the global narrative about the relationship between Korean pop music and American sports? Of course. But if it turns out not to be true, what remains? Only disappointment, a sense of being deceived, and the possible decline in credibility of sources once trusted. Are we ready to bear the psychological consequences of believing in something that may never happen? The phenomenon of hoaxes in the entertainment industry is nothing new. From rumors of secret concerts, fake collaboration news, to comeback speculations that never materialized, all have once sparked temporary excitement, as well as deep disappointment for fans. In this context, the news about V at Dodger Stadium must be placed under the magnifying glass of skepticism. If true, why does this information only circulate on unofficial platforms? Why is there no direct statement from MLB, the Dodgers, or BTS's official agency? These questions must continue to be asked so that we do not get carried away in baseless euphoria. On the other hand, we must also ask ourselves, do we actually want this news to be true, or are we merely enjoying the sensation it creates? There is a big difference between reality and collective desire, reinforced by millions of posts. Is ARMY celebrating a fact, or merely a narrative born of fandom imagination and then strengthened by social media algorithms? Let's take a simple example. On Twitter, hashtags about V and Dodger Stadium can reach global trending in just minutes. But does trending mean truth? The answer: not always. Trending only shows that many people are talking about a certain topic, not that the topic is proven valid. Are we critical enough to distinguish popularity from validity? Equally interesting, we can also highlight the role of media in shaping reality. Online entertainment portals know very well that even the smallest news about BTS will be hunted down. Thus, every snippet of rumor can be turned into an article, polished with a sensational title, then presented as if it were undeniable fact. Are we aware that the media industry has economic incentives to amplify such news, even though its accuracy remains unclear? Some fans might say, it doesn't matter, as long as we're happy talking about it. But can happiness born from news that may not be true be sustained in the long run? Won't the disappointment that follows hurt even more? Are we willing to risk the collective emotions of a fandom just for fleeting euphoria? For that reason, it is important for all of us, ARMY and the wider public, to develop a reflective attitude. Not all news wrapped in dramatic narratives is fact. Not all viral short videos are evidence. Not all widely shared articles are truth. Are we ready to place ourselves as critical readers who dare to doubt, investigate, and delay belief until there is concrete proof? In the end, the news about V at Dodger Stadium may be true, it may be false. But the most important value of this phenomenon is not just its outcome, but how we as an audience learn to be critical. Are we able to restrain ourselves from being swept away by the current of virality? Are we able to separate our love for idols from the intellectual obligation to seek truth? ARMY, noting the date is indeed important, but even more important, also note the critical questions in our minds. Is this fact, or merely a digital illusion? Is this history or just sensation? And most fundamentally, are we ready to accept reality, whether it matches our hopes or not?